My name is Jason Blundell, and I'm the director for campaign and zombies for Call of Duty Black Ops 3.
So let's talk about zombies and have you talk about what you can talk about when it comes to zombies.
Sure. So zombies on Black Ops 3 is called Shadows of Evil, and it's a film noir kind of 1930s, 1940s tale with kind of Art Deco and Art Nouveau world in which these 4 broken characters find themselves. We have a boxer and a femme fatale and a failed magician and a crooked cop, and they all have to deal with the zombie hordes that are infecting their city.
Can you walk us through some of the actors you worked with and what that experience has been like?
Sure, yeah. So our femme fatale is Heather Graham. She was fantastic. She kind of came in, understood the role, and kind of threw herself into it immediately. We had Neil McDonough, and he plays the cop, and he's coming in and swearing and shouting, and just brought a kind of a life to the part. And we actually went away and wrote more in the style which he ad-libbed to when he first kind of came in. And then we've got the fantastic Jeff Goldblum, and he plays Nero the magician. And Jeff was so full of energy that he started going in the morning and didn't stop, and us kind of 30-somethings, we were all exhausted by the end of it, and he just kept on going till the end of the day. And then we had the amazing Ron Perlman. He plays the boxer, the failed boxer, and he just brought this kind of aggression and kind of inner energy and this kind of very delivered kind of specific package, and it just really kind of filled the character out perfectly. And then we have the mysterious Shadow Man, and that's played by Robert Picardo, and he just brought a mentality, a certain presence that we were looking for that role.
What was it like seeing this world come to life in a way at Comic-Con with the experience?
It was fantastic. I mean, having all the fans there, getting all the the actors up onto the stage and then talking to them, seeing the fans there for the first time in one room and giving them an opportunity to respond back to us, seeing the intro videos for the first time was just amazing. When they gasped or they screamed, and I thought it was all kind of whooped in joy. It was great to feel that, because we normally make the game in a kind of closed area and send it out into the world. So to be able to see it for the first time was incredible.
And your closed area usually is pretty cool because you have a very themed area over there in your section of the building.
Yes, we do. We have in Treyarch in Santa Monica, we have a military themed area where the campaign team sits, and then we also have a zombie themed area. It's got blood splatters across the wall and bits of kind of bodies hanging off. It's not child friendly, that area.
Now, you just mentioned campaign. Let's start by talking about what you guys are showing here at Gamescom.
Sure. So we're giving kind of a background to our world. Our campaign in Black Ops 3 is about cybernetically enhanced soldiers. So soldiers that have had their limbs removed and replaced with replacement limbs by augmentation to give them an advantage in the battlefield. And then they have this technology, it's called DNI, or direct neural interface, and that allows them to connect together. And that connection means that they're a more superior fighting force on the battlefield. So today we're showing hands-on in the game, kind of midway through the campaign. There's a level called Rise and Fall, and judges and other kind of press members are coming by and jumping on and playing the game, and we're showing them some of the cyber cores, these cyber abilities, and some customized weapons, and letting them have hands-on and play the game as a 4-player co-op.
What are some of the cyber abilities?
You can do kind of new things like take control of drones. So there may be a drone flying around, and at any point in the game you have the ability, you can take control of it, and now you're flying there raining down attacks. Or maybe there's a big quad tank kind of striding over the air, you can take control of that as well. Then you can do an ability where you can take control of a bipedal robot, have him change sides, and now he's on your side fighting as a friendly. And these are all level agnostic, which means once you've acquired them with these unlocked tokens in the game, you have them at any point. So whether you're in later level like level 9, you can jump back to level 2, and those abilities will work there. And so you can try it and play it different and use different strategies. Or you can change your loadouts, because maybe you're with a friend who, he wants to be using the SMG and certain cyber abilities. You can configure your outfit or your equipment in a different way so you can complement each other.
What are some of the weapons you guys are showing?
They're actually just predefined loadouts for the demo we're doing today, but there's a gunsmith facility which allows you to build any number of weapons. It's staggering. I mean, I don't even know the number off the top of my head, but you can have these base amounts and then change every component of it in terms of magazine length, stock, optics, iron sights, silencers, all these kind of things can be all changed. And then once it's built, you can then go and customize it, place skins on it, do painting, kind of, and really kind of personalize it, because in Call of Duty your weapon really is a representation of yourself. and you can personalize it and then save it and then use it in the campaign.
And speaking of campaign, what has co-op opened up for you guys as you're designing these levels and creating the story?
It's fantastic. I mean, there's two ways of making a game. There's making a single player game and then putting 4 people into it, and there's making a co-op game. We've made a co-op game. So from the very bottom level, everything's being considered in regards to 4 players playing it. First of all, the kind of space, the kind of areas, rather than just kind of follow icons and moving through a space. Now, we also have these open area battles where you kind of jump in there and you've got an objective and you've got to achieve it in whatever way. And so you've got to keep your head on a swivel, move around, use your skills and ability to overcome it. When we made those spaces, we had to make a brand new AI system. The old AI system just couldn't deal with that complexity of 4 players running around. And so we made this kind of emergent AI system which allowed to have different archetypes. So there's different enemies on the battlefield with different priorities and different sensibilities. And you have to spot that and be able to overcome them. And then with also the kind of 4 players, we can then tell a kind of quite disturbing and interesting story as well. Those 4 players kind of weave into the narrative.